It's time for the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and we are in a city that sure had its share of memorable playoff games in the past. Pittsburgh, PA, and Heinz Field. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Houston Texans and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
We go! 60 Pittsburgh!
50! Watch the pass! Watch the pass!
They go!
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, TJ Logan. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2nd and 9 now. Over the middle, complete. It's Logan. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On the carry, it's Logan, and he is going to lose yardage here. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. 2nd down now.
Brought down back at the 31-yard line.
Ready.
Check that one, Mike 52 right here. 52. I got one.
Hey, Charlie.
52's the mic, boys. 50.
Get it.
Back to throw. Trammell. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Texans scoop it. There he goes left side. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. Graham Gano on for the extra point. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Texans 7, Steelers 0.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
On the ready.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly to fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Check 52's the money. Check 52's the money. Not today, you are. Not today.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, D.
On 2nd down, Love. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
To throw is Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. On first down, here's Love. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Watson. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Third and long, it's Watson. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Go.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
2nd and 5. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We got him. We got him.
A loss of 10 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Operating from the gun. Trammell into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. Give him 7 on the play, and it's a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On second down now, it's Love. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Bryce Love, 28 yards. And the Texans push further out in front. Gano now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Next to score, Texans 14. Steelers nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
The first down pass.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
No gain on the play. Brings up 7.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Logan, they juked him. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 11. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster, 47 yards. As his guys are back within a single score. Extra point safely through. And that'll make our score 14-7. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, You got a back who's quick and shifty. Can make moves, make people miss.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devin Bush in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now it's Watson. And a catch made by Hopkins. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a 1st down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit.
And the ball comes out. Love lost it, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there.
Set. Recon. 132 fighter. 15 Ronnie. 15 line. Hit it.
Following the fumble recovery. Trammell. Now they go screen. It's complete. AFC title game, 2nd quarter action. 2 minutes to play. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This is Logan. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Got it.
59.
Greystone, travel.
59. Mike to 59. Bandit.
Hey, echo. Yep.
Mike's 59.
Deep river.
To throw on 2nd down. Trammell. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they'll throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. Here's Watson throwing middle, and it's complete. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Watson now to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He finds Hopkins complete. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
A gain of 15. And the Texans first down.
Watson now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. To the air yet again, Watson throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get him with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 36-yard line. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the slam.
Watson looks to throw again. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, one more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Watson. It's complete to Fuller. A first down there on a pickup of 25. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Buying time to his left. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Now Watson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run it here with Logan. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, Trammell. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Second catch of this AFC title game, and he's got a first down.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Ready, 10 Lobo, 6'6", bullet high. Snap.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
First and 10 at the
36-yard line. 60 outlaw.
Double time, 3 out.
Ready.
They'll run on first down. It's Logan. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They run again with Logan. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They run with Logan. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Watch the run, watch the run.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Let's put that team on the bus.
Hey, exit.
Mike's 50,
Speed 50.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Logan, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A 3-yard touchdown run, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. The extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
First down, Texans.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Rush in. He's checking. Crash. Check. Check, hot route. Check. 41's coming. 41's the mic. We don't want this. 41.
Back to throw, Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Check Mike, 27.
Now Watson to throw again. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 39.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. On the carry, it's Love. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run again with Love on 1st down. Down to the 25. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down.
Alert!
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Set! 19! 54! Shift! Slam! He's crashing! He's checking crash! 24!
On 3rd down, here's Love. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. He'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 25 yards that time. They'll look to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
On the set. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Snap.
Back to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to go up top for the end zone. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A good pickup there of 22. Well, I guess at the very least, they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They've got a chance to strike.
The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So it wasn't the line that jumped that time, the second level.
No, that's a great observation because most of the time it's those guys up front so eager to get off on the snap. They do it, but in this case, you're exactly right. Second level.
And he's in for the touchdown, and barring a miracle, the extra point can win this football game. Now the try here for the extra point. And they have got the lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. He's back to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. A costly sack. They'll have to use a timeout here. And barring a defensive penalty, they'll be looking at one final play. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Really a great season. Not a whole lot to hang their head about.
Not at all. And, you know, the winning side, they're so ecstatic. They're going to the Super Bowl. But for the guys that we're talking about, they've got to figure out how it's going to go next year. Are they going to be motivated by this loss? Or will this loss linger and really make them, make it tough for them to come out of the gate strong next year? Only time will tell. But they've got to find a way to use this loss and use it as motivation.
And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.